So, dear ladies and gentlemen, dear club representatives, dear members of the media, dear friends, good afternoon and welcome to UEFA and to the House of European Football here in Lyon for the draws for the semi-finals of the 2014-15 UEFA Europa League and UEFA Champions League. First of all, I would like to pass on congratulations and best regards from our president, Michel Platini. Well, we are now reaching the climax of this season's two major European club competitions. In each competition, we are just 4 matches away from knowing the identity of the teams who will contest the finals. Firstly, the UEFA Europa League final at the National Stadium in Warsaw on 27th of May. And then the UEFA Champions League final at the Olympiastadion in Berlin on the 6th of June. 4 clubs are left in the running at this stage of the competition. 2 quartets of the highest quality, all of whom are confident that they can win a prestigious European club trophy. Out of the last 4 in the UEFA Europa League, we have 2 former winners of the competition, Sevilla and Napoli, as well as 1 former finalist, Fiorentina. And this is the first time that Dnipropetrovsk reaches this stage of the competition, and Dnipro is also the only club to have previously played against 2 of the 3 semi-finalists teams, Fiorentina and Napoli in this case. So none of the 3 other teams have played against each other in previous European matches. Therefore, this draw may bring some of them together for the first time, adding to the heritage and history of the competition. Very importantly, although this is not yet mathematically confirmed, the UEFA Europa League winner will almost certainly qualify directly to the 2015-16 UEFA Champions League group stage. The last 4 clubs in the UEFA Champions League also possess an amazing history in the competition, with 4 previous winners, totaling no less than 21 European titles between them. Difficult to make better. With such an amazing combined history, good luck knowing which of the 4 former winners present today will be crowned Kings of Europe in Berlin in just over 6 weeks' time. Without doubt, all of the semi-finalists will be fully aware of the caliber of the opposition that awaits them. Everyone is anticipating close-fought matches, brilliant goals and superb individual displays showing European club football at its very best. Whatever today's draws bring, there is no doubt that the semi-final ties will provide dramatic entertainment and memorable moments to savor. So let's move on without further ado, and we begin our draw with the semi-finals of the UEFA Europa League. Our special guest today has already tasted European Cup glory, winning the UEFA Champions League back in 1997 with Borussia Dortmund, and if I remember well, scoring the first 2 goals of that final. So now, to help us with the draw, we would like to welcome our special guest, Karl-Heinz Riedle.
Hi, ciao.
Ciao, Karl-Heinz. Willkommen.
Grazie.
Welcome to this draw, last draw of the season. So, what is your feeling today, being here with us?
First of all, it's a great pleasure to be back for this draw. Now we're in the final 4 teams. They're all very strong. So I know it's a great responsibility for us to do this job, but we try our best.
It's a great responsibility for you.
For me,
mainly, yes. To do this job. But thank you very much for being here. And before we start, let's have a look at a video of the 4 semi-finalists and the beautiful host city of the final, Warsaw. Well, some fantastic images for a great competition. We have seen the 4 semi-finalists. Dnipropetrovsk is the only team in this draw who has not won a European trophy ever. You see them reaching the final and maybe even winning it?
Actually, I think there's the first time Dnipropetrovsk is in the semi-finals.
Yeah.
So from this, they are not so experienced like maybe the other 3 others. But there's always a big chance to win it because even I remember from our time from '97, we definitely not been the favorites in this time. But we won it at the end of the day. You need some luck, but everything is possible.
I need somebody who scores goals like you did at that time. The others, Sevilla, of course, who won already 3 times. They can win their 4th, which would be a record. They are the title holders. How do you rate Sevilla?
I mean, they are definitely favorites. I mean, they are most experienced team of all the others. And to win this another time in a row, that would be great for them.
And then the other 2 Italian teams. In Italy, they say that this is the big comeback of Italian football. You have played as well in Italy.
Yeah, I hope so, because it was a nice experience for me to play there in Italy, and to see them back on a big stage in Europe is fantastic. And yeah, I wish them all the best.
Great, you are a real diplomat, what we can say already now. So we can move anyway to the draw, but we cannot start yet because I have to read for you the draw procedure, the technical procedure. Today we are drawing the semi-final matches of the 2014-15 UEFA Europa League. The fixed dates for the semi-finals are the 7th and the 14th of May 2015. At this stage of the competition, it is an open draw with no country protection and no seeded team. And the procedure is simple. It is the following. The 4 balls containing the names of the semi-finalists are placed in this bowl here, and they will be shuffled. The first team drawn plays its first match at home against the second team drawn, and the same procedure is then repeated for the other semi-final match. And just as a recap, for those who don't remember, the 4 semi-finalists are Dnipropetrovsk, Fiorentina, Napoli, and Sevilla. Are you ready?
Yeah, hope so.
You can start. You shuffle. You shuffle good. You look over there somewhere,
yeah, exactly.
and you take the first semi-finalist.
S.S.C. Napoli.
Napoli, the winners of 1989. You can put it here, yeah, with Diego Maradona and Ciro Ferrara playing. First semi-finalist.
Where is it?
Must be somewhere, yeah. Good.
Dnipropetrovsk.
Against Dnipropetrovsk, which we, as we have said, are on their first participation in the semi-final. And I would like to ask, before you go on, the ambassador of Dnipro, Andriy Ruzol, to come on stage here next to me. Unfortunately, Napoli has no ambassador here today, but I'm glad to see you. Welcome. You can just stay here next to the trophy for some nice photos. And we go on, before we speak with you, with the rest. Next one, second semi-final.
Sevilla FC.
Sevilla FC playing at home, 3 times winner, title holders. They won in 2006, 2007. Now they are in the semi-final. And they will play against
Fiorentina.
Against Fiorentina, the finalists of 1990 and the winners of the Cup Winners' Cup in 1961. And I would like to ask the 2 ambassadors of the 2 clubs to join me on stage. Ramon Rodriguez Verdejo for Sevilla and Martin Jorgensen for Fiorentina. Por favor, per favore, welcome, bienvenido. There you see a little sign, ves un pequeño, now we said all the secrets. So, here we are with the 4 semi-finalists, and maybe the first question for you. You can hold the microphone. Against Napoli, semi-final, it's already a great result to be in the semi-final for Dnipro. How do you feel?
For us, it's a big honor to be here within the best teams, still playing in the competition. So we'll promise that we will try to do our best in the next stage, and we'll try to go forward within the competition.
Excellent. Dziękuję. Thank you. Thank you very much. And of course, the Napoli ambassador, if he would have been here, he would have probably said more or less the same. But we move on to Sevilla. Ramon, Fiorentina, semifinal. ¿Qué opinas?
Bueno, partido, eliminatoria muy complicada.
El Sevilla está acostumbrado a jugar
Sí,
estos partidos.
Bueno, la verdad que sí, que afortunadamente esta competición nos ha dado mucha alegría y estamos acostumbrados. Cualquiera de los tres rivales era complicado y Fiorentina es un equipo que juega en una liga muy difícil, un equipo muy competitivo y que seguro que nos lo pondrá muy complicado, pero para llegar aquí también hemos sufrido y tendremos que seguir sufriendo e intentarlo otra vez.
So, of course, Sevilla is used to play the semi-finals of the Europa League. Three strong opponents, Fiorentina very strong as well, but they will try to succeed once again. Martin, la Fiorentina di nuovo in semifinale.
Speriamo di far meglio di nel 2008. Adesso, come Karl-Heinz ha detto, abbiamo beccato i favoriti, ma almeno noi giochiamo in casa la seconda partita sperando di fare bene, sperando di fare due belle partite e procedere al finale.
So they hope to make two matches and go to the final. Of course, they play against the favorite, but maybe the second match at home is a little advantage. Grazie mille. Martin, so we can see the semi-finals, Napoli against Dnipro and Sevilla against Fiorentina, two great semi-finals. We have not finished yet with the Europa League because we still have to determine by a draw which team is to be considered the home team of the final, the winner of semi-final 1 or of semi-final 2. This is purely for operational reasons and to gain some more time and raise the expectation for the semi-final draw of the Champions League. The final, I remind you, will take place on 27th of May at the National Stadium in Warsaw. Karl-Heinz, you can go for the final draw. And see which team would play at home in Warsaw.
Okay, it's the winners of semi-final 1.
So Napoli or Dnipro would be the home team in Warsaw, and they would play, you can put it here, absolutely, against, of course, I hope,
winners of semi-final 2.
Against Sevilla or Fiorentina. So thank you very much. We have concluded the draw of the Europa League. Muchas gracias, grazie mille. Dziękuję, thanks for coming here.